today what I'm going to show you is the things that I bought that are second hand. And as of September of last year, I think it was the first thing I ever bought, is when I really committed to starting to buy second-hand clothes. And although I was buying clothes that were both second-hand and from stores, I decided in January of this year that I would start only buying second-hand clothes from that point on, and it's something that I still do. What I do normally is I don't buy clothes that much. I buy clothes like maybe 4 times a year in any of the seasons. So I don't really buy clothes that much, but when I do buy, it's always when it's on sale. So for example, the stores, this particular store I'm going to show you all the clothes of. They have a few stores here in Porto, a few stores down in Lisbon. And what I buy there is normally they have this thing which is like they start everything in the store for €5 and then they go to 4, to 3, to 2 and to 1. And I went in and bought things when they were a 3 and 2 and 1. The last time I went and buy something was a 1, and they also allow you to go and give your clothes, old clothes, and they would either sell in a store or send it somewhere. I'm not really sure what they do with it, but most of the clothes, if they're okay, if they're not ripped or anything, they'll take it to the store and people can actually buy it. So this time around, last time I went there, and it's definitely the day I bought more clothes, is the time I actually went and put a massive bag of clothes and left it there. Now I'm going to start by showing you the rings. I'm going to take the ones that are not secondhand off just so you can see. The rings that I bought there last time I went were this. I'm not sure if you can see it. Probably can. I'm just going to fix them up a little bit. Yeah, with these, because the previous times I went they didn't really have cute rings, and they had this too, and I thought, well, I have to take a chance, and they were 50 cents each. So yeah, I actually ended up buying a lot of things for that time around. They're really cheap. Now I'm not going to be saying the prices of every single thing on here. Some things I've worn, others I haven't. Some things you've seen on videos, others you haven't. So it's really going to be me showing you the variety of things that they have in there. So they have everything from accessories to underwear to bikinis to kids clothes, adults clothes. They have all types of sizes, all types of things for different tastes. But one thing that I need to tell you is that I think with everything you kind of have to draw a line. Everything you commit to, you have to draw a line where you stop and what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. And in this sense, I'm not really comfortable with buying underwear or shoes or bikinis in the second-hand stores, just because, I mean, if that's the only way you can get them, I totally support that. But I don't know, I don't really feel comfortable doing that, so I really only buy clothes in there and accessories and purses and that kinds of things. But I draw the line in underwear and shoes and bikinis, bathing suits, whatever. So you won't really see those types of things that I mentioned that I don't buy there in here. Now, let's start. The first thing I'm going to show you, because it's the biggest thing, is this jacket. So this is big. This is a big jacket. You can't even see me. Look how big this is. I find it really hard to buy jackets that go below my knee, and this goes below my knee and almost reaches my feet. This is gigantic. This is a men's section. It's just so cool, so warm, and yeah, I love it so much. I feel like in other stores you might get, just going to show you look how big it is. It's like a dress. I feel like in other stores you might get like called out for wearing men's clothes, but in this one definitely not, and everyone does that. And I have a few things from here that I bought in the men's section, and I don't really care. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm going to put this one to the side just because it's really big and I have other things to show you. Now let's move on to skirts. The last time I went, I definitely bought more skirts than I had. The first skirt I bought was this one. It's a red skirt. It still has a tag because I haven't worn it, haven't had the chance to wear it. And it's one of those skirts that has these like things cut out in here. What this enables you to do is you can literally do anything with the skirt and people won't see your pants. It's amazing. It's actually pretty cool. And it's a denim skirt. It's a denim skirt but is red. So yeah, this is red skirt. I have a really cute shirt that I bought in Christmas before I committed to only second hand. It goes really well with this. So yeah, another one that I bought was this one. I've been wanting a skirt that is this type of pattern. I can't really explain what pattern it is, but it's this type of pattern for a long time, and I bought it. What I do with these stores is I buy different sizes that might not be my own and they normally fit. I can't really explain that. Yeah, but this definitely isn't my size. I think this was an L and I am an S. But for some reason this fits me, which is really cool. And this reminds me of Cher, like Cher from Clueless, you know, this little outfits that she used to wear there. I kind of like this skirt. It reminds me of that. So that is one. Another one I've been really wanting and needing was a denim skirt. I didn't have a proper denim skirt and I really wanted one. So I bought this one right here, which is not too ripped, which is cool. And one detail that I thought was really incredible was it has this little cutouts in here, but you can zip it back, so it's like little zippers, and I thought that was really cute. So this is the skirt that I bought. And what they do, which is really cool, is a lot of these are very good quality, because although they've been worn, some of these are from brands that I personally couldn't afford otherwise. And I find it really cool that you can actually buy them way cheaper just because it has been worn by someone. And they're always in such great shape. So, great shape? Yeah, they're always in such great shape. So yeah, it's really cool. And let's move on to the next one. This one was the coolest thing I've ever bought in my life. So I've been wanting a black long skirt for a long time, and I had one that had this kind of rose pattern, but I really didn't like it because it was a bit old ladish. Nothing wrong with old ladies, I think they dress amazingly, but it doesn't really fit my personality or style or anything. And I used to wear that skirt with a belt. Now I went to the store, right, I wasn't expecting to find a long skirt. I found a tight fitted long skirt with a belt. You can't see me, there you go, with a belt. And you think, oh, so if that fits your body and if it's tight, you're not going to be able to move. Well, that's where you get it wrong, because first of all, this little belt is elastic, so fits a number of people, and in it has like a lining. I don't really know how to explain that. It has this thing which allows me to move the back, and because I have a small butt, my butt doesn't really poke through. I feel like someone that had a bigger butt than mine probably would, but mine doesn't. So really happy for this one. Moving on, trousers. Now I've been really into trousers. I feel like it's a trend now that people wear like different little trousers with different patterns, and I have 2 pairs of them right here that I bought. So this one was really cool because I really wanted one that had, I can't really explain, but I wanted to buy one that had this sort of pattern, you know. Oh, this is open. But I'm going to show you. This one is closed. I'm really sorry, I didn't know it was open. The cool thing about this is that sometimes you go an idea to get something and you end up getting something even cooler. I was thinking about getting a pair of trousers just like this, but like in those grey black tones, and I ended up getting in this tone, which is much cooler. So these are the trousers. I'm not sure if you can see the pattern, but just too cool. They flared, and they're very good to walk on, and I have this sort of buttons right here which I like. I never wear this with a belt because I feel like it doesn't need it, and they're so cool. And the cool thing about this is you can dress it down and you can dress it up. Like you can put this with a shirt and it looks really dressy, and you can put this with a t-shirt. Like I wear it with a Love Actually t-shirt that I have, and it looks really like dressed down, and it's cool. Another pair is I've been wanting. I remember I went with my friend to the store and I saw this pair of trousers that was, you know, it had stripes, and I thought I really want to get this one. But we ended up not buying anything, just seeing. Now, when I went the second time, ones that look just like it, but the stripes are a bit smaller. But this pants are so cool. And again, it's just like those ones. You can dress it up, dress it down. It will look really cool. And the material, like, it's so nice, such a nice material. I feel like this on a store new would be so expensive, but it was ended up being really, really cheap. So, guys, second hand. You have to cut up to it because really, it's really cool. Another thing, and you can see that most of these things I buy because I need them, you know, and I've been wanting something for a really long time. It isn't like I just feel like buying something and I go and buy it, because most of the things I really needed, I've really been wanting for a long time. Now this pair is black skinny jeans, pretty self-explanatory, and they're really cool. Not much to say, just they fit really well. They're a bit large compared to my actual size, but with the thing of second hand is when you go and buy it, you really need to think that if you really want something, regardless of the size, you have to pick it up. It doesn't really matter if it's larger than your size or if it's a tiny bit smaller, pick it up, because someone else can pick it up afterwards and you're not going to see it again. So if you really, really want it, go ahead and pick it up and save it, have it with you. You might not want to buy it later, and you kind of see the things that you really don't want to buy and you put them back in its place. But pick them up. If there's something that you think you might buy, pick it up, because it has happened to me where I got to the store and two boys picked up a purse I really wanted. I was like, I hope they drop it off somewhere. I hope they don't really want it, regret it. I'm not sure. I was thinking they didn't, and I lost the purse because they got it first. So always make sure that you when you see something, pick it up, because someone else can pick it up afterwards, and you're not gonna have it back. So yeah, that's my advice. Now let's go for a little ring break, because I forgot that I had my rings, so I'm gonna put them back on. There you go. We are coming into the last two sections that we have in this little haul of things I bought. I have a shirt that is missing. I'm not really sure what it is, which was a white turtleneck that I've been wanting for a long time, and that I precisely in that moment needed. So I don't really have it. But yeah, it's a thing that is not in this haul, but I bought secondhand. Just thought I might tell you. Now, t-shirts. At least two of these t-shirts, by the time this video goes up, you guys have seen. Another one I don't really know. Depends on my mood putting out videos, but at least two have. The first t-shirt is this Andy Warhol Pepper Jeans Elvis t-shirt that was the men's section. We were about to go and pay for things, and I only had that jacket. And my cousin turned to me and says, look, there's that shirt and you really need to get it, because I hadn't seen it. And I was like, oh my god, that's like me in a shirt, and I bought, and I have it, and now his t-shirt now, which looks very vintage. Like, it looks like something from the 90s. So that was definitely a really cool thing to get. Another shirt that I have here is this shirt, women's section. Is way bigger than what I am. Is a San Diego shirt. I just thought it was really cool. I normally don't get this type of shirts. You can't even see my face. But I just thought it was really cute, so I decided to get it. Navy blue. This is like one of those things that you wear with a pair of leggings and you're good to go. So that's the shirt. I won this shirt with a pair of leggings and a blazer. The last shirt that we have is this, also from the men's section. I'm not sure if this is real, if this is fake. Apparently it's a Calvin Klein t-shirt. Again, I'm not sure if this is real or this is fake. I'm pretty sure it's fake actually. But yeah, it's a Calvin Klein t-shirt. Got it in the men's section. I've worn it at least once. And because I didn't get it for that long of time. And it's a really cool one. I don't normally wear orange. And when I bought this rings, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. I could wear this rings with this t-shirt. So yeah, that's that. And if this is real, which I think it's not, it also goes to show that in second hand you can buy things really cheap of really high brands. They're normally really expensive. I went and looked it up because I Google Lensed it. It's an app, I'm not really sure if you know, but that you can kind of take pictures of your things and kind of see what price it is. And they told me that this shirt was over $100. So I'll leave you with that. Last thing on my secondhand haul are my purses. So I'm obsessed with purses. I have a lot of purses. I made a video on what's in my purse. Yeah, it's a pretty big obsession of mine. And these purses right here, I just thought they were really cool. They looked very vintage, so I just decided to get them. First one is this one. Doesn't this look like the tiniest little cutest most amazing thing? I love it so much, and it's one of those purses that you put right here. Actually all of these purses are apart from one that you put right here, and they're just really cute. Just walk around like that, you know, and it's just really sweet. I love this color so much. My favorite color is blue, but I love this color so much and I think it's so cool. So yeah, secondhand winning again. Another one is this one, this white one. It doesn't fit too much in this, but it fits enough. And I really love this one. It has a cool feature. I think it's cool. You can wear it like this, and then you can wear it, wait, let me pull it, like this, which I think it also looks really cool, like this. I don't know, I've never actually worn it like this, but you can. And it's two striped. It's funny to see this full. You know, I always have my purses full. It's really funny to see this when it's full, because it becomes like a sausage, literally. Looks like a sausage. Because when things get full, they kind of get smaller, and yeah, it looks like a sausage. Really funny. Another one I got is this one. I was obsessed with this purse when I got it. Still obsessed. I don't really know what this looks like, but it's really, really cool. And this looks like really expensive. This looks like something I would go to a store and it'd be like really, really expensive. So I'm just really excited about this purse. I remember getting it, and I got it the same day that I got the red skirt, and Mum was like, "You're buying too many red things. You're all red today." Yeah. You know, it just came up in my head. A Taylor Swift song. Loving you is red, 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 loving you is red. And yeah, I just broke out in song. I do that quite often. And the last one, and I thought this was so cute, I had to buy it. I don't really need it. I didn't really need this one, honestly. But I thought it was, look at this tiny little purse. It has the longest chain of the tiniest little purse. I can't fit how long this chain is. But isn't this the cutest little purse? Look at this. I just find this to be the cutest little purse I've ever seen in my life. I find it to be adorable. And yeah, I didn't really need that. But I love it so much, and I think this was the perfect way to end me showing you the things that I bought off secondhand. I'm going to give you some tips for buying secondhand. The first tip is go there in a day that you don't have much to do, because I'm telling you, you're going to spend a long time there. You can spend 2 hours in there reasonably, because there's a lot to go through, and it's one of those stores that you have to go through everything to know what you like, because most of the things aren't really pretty, so you really need to spend a lot of time there, and you have to make sure that you pick up things that you really like. Second tip, if you like something, grab it. Don't think, oh, I'll pick up this later. That doesn't exist when you're buying secondhand. If you like something, grab it, because someone else will grab it for you if you don't grab it yourself, really. And they won't give you back that. I went with my cousin the first time I ever went to buy something, and this lady turned to her and said, oh, I really wanted that. And my cousin said, well, it's mine, so you can't have it. And the lady said something like, oh, I saw it before and I really want it. And my cousin was like, no, I picked it up, it's mine. And that's the way it works, secondhand. If you like something, grab it, even if you get to the line to pay and you realise that you don't really want it. You don't buy it, you just put it aside. But until then, have it with you, because you might actually buy that. And the third tip is, buy secondhand. Because it's fulfilling and it makes you feel good, and things are cheap. There's a lot of things that you think, oh, what a catch, you know, that you never probably considered that you would get otherwise. So the third tip is really make sure that you want to do it, because it's such a cool thing to do. You know, it's as I said, it's very fulfilling, and you find things you won't find in other stores. And maybe you saw something in a store that you liked years ago, and you didn't get it because you didn't have the money, it was too expensive. And then you get to the store and it may be that thing there. So yeah, just buy secondhand. That's my third tip, as an advice. And make sure that you really like the store that you're buying in, you like their values, and hopefully that can make a change in your life, in someone's life. And let's make the world a better place and buy sustainably. That was my last tip. Thank you for watching.